Welcome back to Community Connections, and again joining me is Vicki Kohler. Thank you, Vicki, for being here today. And let's go a little bit more into the app itself. How do students connect, and what methods do they connect with this anonymous alert?
Well, what's beautiful about the Sandy Hook program is that not only do they teach the students to say something, to take it seriously, and to tell a trusted adult, they've also added the layer of reporting anonymously. And you can do this three ways. You can either do it through a website, through a phone call, or on an app, on a telephone. And so the app itself is available through Google Play or Apple Store. It's free of charge. If you do make a report, it then goes to a crisis center where there's a two-way dialogue with a counselor. And then at that point, depending on the severity of the report, it will go to law enforcement or, and it also goes to the school administration as well as district administration.
Right. Well, I've had the opportunity to receive the text messages and see the messaging going back and forth. I'm really impressed with their staff and how they connect with the student and let them know everything they're reporting is being heard, and we're looking into it because you're important to us, and the student that you're hoping to protect is important to us. And next we get to interview Mark Barden, one of the other co-founders from Sandy Hook Promise. So Mark, thank you for being here, and let's talk a little bit about why Northeast High School, why Pinellas County?
They have really, they have been leading this on the Say Something program here. They've done Start With Hello before that, and to see them bringing in Say Something and the anonymous reporting system in such a great way, it's really an honor for me to watch them do this and to watch the kids. It really resonates with them. They know that they've been trusted with the power to save a life, and it's an awesome responsibility. And it's even more than that. You know, what the kids are doing is they're learning how to connect with each other, they're learning how to be good upstanders for each other, and to make sure that they're okay and to stay in touch with each other. And so what they learn in the Say Something training is that they have the power to do that. At the very least, you know, they're going to brighten somebody's day and help their quality of life, and at the very most, they're saving lives.
I already had a sense of the special community that is Northeast High School, and then as I got into the building and I started meeting folks and talking to people, that feeling was confirmed that this is a special place.
Lives.
Absolutely. And this is going nationwide. So how long have you been doing this? Where are you expecting to expand next?
We really started rolling out our programs and testing them in the spring of 2015. And since then, we've been scaling up across the country. You know, we're a nonprofit organization, so we can only do that at the pace that allows us to maintain 100% fidelity and sustainability. But we are, you know, gradually spreading out throughout the state of Florida, and we have a presence in all 50 states as well.
You're not only building a more connected community here within your school, but you're helping people.
So what is your message for today, and what do you hope the students walk away with?
I want them to appreciate and understand how important this is, what they're doing, and how much I appreciate that they're doing this. This is very personal for me. I lost my little son Daniel in the Sandy Hook school shooting to a preventable act of gun violence, and we know that it's all preventable. And that's what the kids are learning here today, that they can be that upstander and save lives by preventing these tragedies from happening.
So Mark, he was really impressive, and again, he lost his son Daniel in this tragedy, yet so involved, going throughout the country to talk about the Sandy Hook Promise app and all of their programs that they have available to schools. You know, it's just inspiring for me to think of someone that lost, and of course we had loss here in Florida, and you had the opportunity to go down to Broward County and work with staff. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what happened with the students and how they've grown from that?
Yes, I had the opportunity to go to Broward County and respond as a crisis counselor at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And as a result, it's changed me But what made it so powerful was hearing students' desire for change. And Sandy Hook was actually a conversation that Student Services leadership had prior to Parkland occurring. We had already sat down with Sandy Hook Promise staff to begin making plans on how to use their services in our district, because we knew that students needed a way to learn how to know the signs and who to report to. And so once we went to Parkland and have looked at our district and how we can improve upon our services to our students, that made Sandy Hook Promise that much more important for us to do. It gives us the opportunity also to be part of a bigger picture. We're able to honor victims, not only the Sandy Hook victims, but the Parkland victims who died in that shooting. And it's so important for our youth to feel a part of something bigger in a more positive response, to take a tragedy and transition it and transform it into a positive.
Absolutely.
Sandy Hook Promises programs really allow them to do that.
Thank you. Well, next we're going to have an opportunity to interview Dr. Grego and to see our school board chair, Renee Flowers, at the podium.
But more importantly, it's an opportunity that if you see something, you say something. If you see one of your students in distress, you say something about it so that we can do something about it. So I'm especially excited to have Sandy Hook Promise, not just in our district, but specifically here with us on today, so that you have a chance to learn a little bit more about what it means to truly be your brother's keeper. Thank you all so very much, and I look forward also.
So thank you, from me to you. Thank you for what you're doing here to make this place not only a safe place, but a great place to learn.
As a district, we've embraced the Sandy Hook Promise mentality and program. Our students have embraced it, and they've done a magnificent job with it. I've visited schools at the elementary level, where middle school grade levels and high school grade, and I can say, as we're here in Northeast High School today, and you see the acts of kindness and the focus on caring for each other, and that's what the Sandy Hook Promise is all about. So to see something, say something, it's a neat little tagline, but when it comes to life is really when it has the impact on a large school campus like Northeast High School. And the principal, Mr. Hernandez, and the administrative team here, and the teachers and the students, they need to be extremely proud of the efforts that they put forth in here. And just walking around this campus this morning, I see so many signs of caring young people for one another.
And it's special because of you. It's special because this is your school. You make it special. You could change the climate or temperature of this school in a heartbeat. This is your school.
You know, it's unfortunate that we have to live through some of these tragedies in order to get a silver lining in terms of Sandy Hook Promise. I mean, Sandy Hook Promise was birthed from an unfortunate incident, a tragic incident in Sandy Hook Elementary School, where so many young people, ages 6 and 7, lost their lives, and so many adults too. So he's on a mission, and I'm so happy to see representatives from Sandy Hook Promise, the co-founders and the staff, come to Pinellas County. They travel throughout the United States, and I'm very proud that we as a district are being viewed as a demonstration district. They visited Madeira Beach K-8 just a few weeks ago and named it as a winning school for just start with hello. And here we are again a few weeks later, recognizing Northeast and high school, as well as our entire district, for the really sound implementation of Sandy Hook Promise.
Well, it was great to see the difference between Madeira Beach Fundamental, which is a K-8 school, and what they're doing at Northeast High School. Similarities, but of course, you know, different age levels and how they respond to the programs. But next we get an opportunity to hear from Principal Hernandez and one of the students at Northeast High School. So what does it mean for Northeast High School to be recognized by Sandy Hook Promise?
It's a huge honor. We just try to do what's right for kids, right? And we try to welcome everybody, and we try to create a Viking family. And we say once a Viking, always a Viking, and we mean that. So when you come to Northeast and you're a student at our school, we're going to embrace you, and we're going to create a sense of belonging and include you. And that fits directly in with Sandy Hook and the Say Something initiative and being proactive to try to prevent things before they occur. And our students do that. They trust us, they trust our adults, and they self-report and they share things, and we have been able to prevent a lot of things before they become bigger things. And I give my hats off to our student body. They are great leaders and they build great relationships.
So Jacob, Say Something. What does it mean to you here at Northeast High School?
It means a new beginning for all of us as students, especially a way for us to know that we have an outlet to ask our adults and people around us to keep us safe, make them aware of the things that they might not know is happening during class time or outside of school.
So if someone is personally feeling depressed or sad, do they also have the opportunity to use the app or go to a caring adult?
Oh yes, definitely. It's not just for reporting other things, but it's for asking for help for yourself. Maybe you're dealing with something, maybe your brother, your sister's dealing with something. It's just a way to put yourself out there, put them out there, and acknowledge the problem, because the first part of it is to acknowledge it.
So joining us at Northeast High School was Coach T. Very inspiring. He's a national speaker for Sandy Hook Promise. So what else can you tell us about his program and what that means?
Well, he presented the Say Something program to the students, which again teaches them how to know the signs, take it seriously, tell a trusted adult, or make a report on the anonymous app. But there's another way that students receive this. There's a digital platform that we're able to also utilize to refresh those students who are new to the school. It's on a computer. They watch something on their laptop. It's interactive, and it basically goes through the same presentation, but it teaches them everything, and they don't miss out on what the other students have learned.
Good. Well, let's take a look at it.
And a trusted adult is going to be somebody that has the knowledge and experience to do something with the information that you're giving them, to help the individual that you're giving them information about. And a couple of different common titles that have that knowledge and experience are right here. Maybe it's a guidance counselor, a coach, a principal, a religious leader. Even if your trusted adult doesn't necessarily have these titles, I challenge you, find a trusted adult at school and wherever you spend most of your time when you're not here. And even if that person doesn't have one of these titles, just make sure that they have the knowledge and experience to do something with the information that you're giving them, to help the individual that you're giving them information about. And when you're ready, when you have that trusted adult, when you're ready to go and talk with them.
If you'd like to watch more, the full presentation is on WPDS TV 14 YouTube channel. Thank you, Vicki, for joining us for this very informative show on Sandy Hook Promise and the work we're doing with our students, specifically on how they stay connected and how they help and support each other, not only through crisis, but everyday living. And that's our show for today. Thank you for joining us.